defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Out route, he finds his man, it's Jones. That's good, the completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down. But yet another complete. His opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
On second down, here's Fournette. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Brady going to try and throw on third down. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Succop's kick is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
Succop now set to kick it off following the made field goal. This fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Carlton Davis speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Here's Watson.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The Browns at 2-8 now in the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Devin White able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 no accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Fielded just inside the 20. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Brady going to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gain of 38 there on third down.
And that one hurts defensively. They force them into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Brady to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. But now it's third down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Now, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself not just so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Sean Murphy Bunting. And the Bucs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And some space here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
Suckup for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 17, Browns 0. Ryan Suckup to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Browns drive about to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
After the sack on first down, Watson got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 28 yards to gain there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there. 4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4. Watson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Keeps himself upright. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Taking it about the 16. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. On 1st down, Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, the offense will cover this one up back at the 5-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Taken down right now at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Oh,
and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They begin with a run by Fournette, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady now to throw.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 48-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, they'll throw with Brady.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows. And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Has it left side. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Succop now set to kick it off following the made field goal. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Gonna need something special here on third and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? He'll look to throw. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Here we go on fourth. Watson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by York is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Dard now going to bring this one out of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you're praying for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Touchdown, Browns! Kareem Hunt, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A handoff, Fournette running left. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Brady. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Brady now on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson, he's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions.